For the last 2 or 3 years, I've been talking to my friends and myself how I'm going to start a podcast. And I haven't done it, but now I'm doing it. So that's good, isn't it? I was sort of a bit too obsessed with making it perfect and whatnot. And I'm trying to make peace with that idea that it's just not going to be perfect. Just like this intro is not perfect. But anyway, you've wherever you are, you're probably my mate. Thank you so much for tuning in for the first episode. Technically, actually, the fourth episode because I've done 3 over the last few years that will probably never come out, but those guests will hopefully come back on again. Anyway, without further ado, what is even that saying? Further ado? Ado? I don't even know what that means. But I guess I have to say it now because I'm a podcaster. I probably should learn what that means. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. First episode, we're about to get into it. Starting with, it says it in the title, mate. You know who it is. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you support it. It will get better over time. If you think I should do something, if you think I should have someone on, do let me know. And yeah, let's get this show bloody started, mate. Penis, 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 penis.
Bumholes.
Bumholes.
Do you like butts?
We like butts. Do you like butts?
Yeah. Oh, it's so weird. I can only hear you in one ear. Ugh.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to do it in 2, but we ain't got the technology for that right now. You know what I'm saying?
Not right now.
Not right now. Okay.
Sweetness, man.
We is recording in all places. Welcome. First episode of the KOKO Pods. Actually, not really the first, but we move. We'll get onto that in a minute. First guest on the show, my dear friend, Ella Violet. Ella Reback. Ella Violetta, not Violet.
Never that.
Never that.
It's alright. The people know.
The people know.
If you know, you know. Those that need to know, they already know.
Special person in my life, of course. My best friend.
Nini.
A multidisciplinary human. I said disciplinary wrong, but that's fine.
No, that's the right word.
Disciplinary.
I like that. But I'm not that disciplined.
Well, you're not necessarily disciplined, but you're multidisciplinary. What do? You got a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, man.
Just do a little introduction. You know what I'm saying? To the people that don't know. Most people that will watch this will know who you are.
Oh my god, I love that. Okay.
Probably, but
we'll give them the young 1-2.
Well, you are
1-2.
a filmmaker.
I am. So I'm a director, video editor / motion graphic designer.
Yeah.
And then I do set design on the side to fill the gaps, which is actually really fun. I think that out of all 3 of my jobs, that's the most fun job, but the most ASMR.
But a lot of that. Anyway.
No, that just made me. I think I just got the tingles.
Got the tingles.
Do it again.
I'm sorry. Okay, obviously, apart from film, you've got the whole yoga thing you done. That sort of during lockdown. You got the course done.
Yeah, I'm a yoga teacher now, certified. Surdy
teacher with the yogs.
Yeah, man. I've been slacking on it. But I did do yoga yesterday for the first time in maybe like a week.
Crazy. And
it hurt me. Like it fucking hurt. So, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to.
Family friendly.
Yeah.
Nah, the yoga hurt the other day. It hurt, but it's all right. I know I haven't really used the course as I intended, but I've got this vision that I'm like 60 years old, tanned, wrinkled, and I'm like, fuck film. It's time to go into yoga teaching. And then I'm on the beach in Bali.
Fucking shit up in Bali.
Giving it all that.
Giving it all that to all the people. And also, like, at the end of the day, fuck it, man.
It's there. I learned a lot. I learned a lot. Like, one thing I didn't realize about the course is that I was gonna have to delve deep into like who I am and like what the things that I stand for, like the music that I listen to. Like, it was actually insane. So you had to like some of the days you had to like write down all the stuff that you wanted to change about your life, and it was just fucking intense. So it wasn't just a physical thing. There was meditation as well, breathing techniques. Like, it was a lot. Lectures, notes. Yeah, it was intense, but honestly, it was like one of the best things I've ever done. I loved it. Worth it.
Also, yoga is one of them things that, like, in nowadays especially, in the days of, I don't even know, like this new age hippie vibe, is becoming this I don't even know what to describe it. It's almost like not oversaturated, but I guess like when something is like yoga, where it's obviously been going on for like thousands of years and whatever.
It's ancient.
It's ancient.
It's been westernized.
Oh yeah.
It's been very westernized and very like something that you can just like dip in and out of, exactly like I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, but I think like going and doing a course, it's important to pick the right people to do that course with, because a lot of people are saying to me like, oh, you know, Ellie, you're doing the yoga course, like who are the teachers? And I was like, well, it's two white German women. And they were like, oh. And at first I was feeling a bit dodgy about it as well, because I thought, you know, should I go to someone who is Indian? At least, you know, because like, but then again, someone who's Indian, maybe like they've only been doing yoga for like a year. So I guess it doesn't matter on the credentials. I was going off of the credentials of the women, that they've been doing yoga since they were literally like 12 years old. Like, we had a guy that was giving us lessons about like what's it called, like the autonomy of the body. Is that it?
Anatomy.
No. Yeah, anatomy. But like,
all right, put your microphone a bit like this. Turn it down. Yeah, just so it's a bit under. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Burp.
I just vomited a bit.
Oh, you vomited a bit? That's sweet chili, baby.
Yeah, Coco just made us a really yummy chili.
Oh, not just me and Adam.
Okay, and Adam made a really yummy chili.
Yeah, it was banging.
No meat though, it's vegan. That shit was vegan.
Beyond Meat, baby.
Beyond Meat. This is not sponsored, thank you.
Give us some burgers though, please.
I didn't hate the meat today.
You didn't? Yeah, sometimes you hate the fake meat, innit?
I don't know what it was. The other week when we had that Beyond... I say the other week. It was
about
not
a year
the other
ago.
week. It was literally... Someone called me out for that the other day. They were like, Ella, you know, like... You say, oh yeah, like, you know, the other day, with something that happened like 8 months ago. I just have no concept of time. But that one burger we had was dodgy, mate. I find it weird, man. I find fake meat fucking weird. It's like, why are you trying to pretend? I'll have a lentil burger. I will have a lentil burger.
I think this is a bit of a generalization of your personality, yeah.
Go.
Go. But it's just like I think a lot of your decision making in terms of like what you like and what you don't like comes from like your like emotional state at the time, and not in terms of like if you're like happy or sad, not even that, but it's just like if you're just like enjoying the rest of the context of what's happening. Because you could have like that could be the best burger ever. But if you just crunched like a bit of something that you didn't know what it was, and you're like, oh my gosh,
I ate the whole thing.
this is horrible.
Yeah, I think like it was just that one. It's also my headspace. It's my headspace. Something was just telling me like, this is weird. Eating this Beyond Burger is weird. But but that was also kind of a turning point of where I stopped liking fake meat so much because I've realised like I do enjoy normal meat, so I'll just eat normal meat. But yeah, that one burger was like a shift. And then that little, we went to some vegan restaurant and everyone was getting ribs. Vegan ribs? What? I found that so weird. I found that so.
I mean, it wasn't ribs though. Let's be honest. It was just like it was like a rectangle
slab.
matter. It's like this is ribs, or it could be a brisket, or it could be fucking
meat slab.
It could be spam. It could be vegan spam.
Ew.
I love spam. I'm not gonna lie, but we're not gonna argue over that. That place was weird though. That vegan restaurants in general. Look, you get good ones. You get good ones, definitely. But I don't understand how. I don't even know if there's less things to do in a vegan restaurant. So you're a bit more limited.
What do you mean?
So like, I mean, obviously you can't use meat in it. So meat can be a big part of most meals in.
And a big part of the flavour too.
Yeah, big part of flavour.
Like there's some dishes where like chorizo is one of the things. You can add chorizo to a dish and it's basically seasoned because chorizo is so salty and oily. Like it's just an easy thing. But it's I was talking to Adam, our flatmate, the other day about this. That vegan, he is the vegan actually of the house.
Making everyone not eat meat on meals that we make together.
Oh, that's fine though.
It's fine.
I'm actually fine with that.
It's actually fine.
But the thing we were discussing was this. Ready? Because I forgot. No! It was... Oh yeah, vegan junk food. Vegan junk food, you'd think it would be a really easy thing to master, but sometimes you go to a place, you get a vegan burger, and it literally is actually the biggest pile of shit on earth. Like the worst. Depends though, doesn't it?
Food's complicated though. It don't have to be, but in our day and age, it is like...
Coco, do you want to tell everyone about your dreams of opening your own restaurant?
My dreams. Okay, Coco's restaurant. Yeah, this is it. You go into it. It's called. Coco's restaurant. Yeah, the menu. It comes, and there's no option because it's just food, and you get served whatever's being cooked that day. It's sort of like being in prison, really.
So you just wear your own clothes.
Yeah. You wear your own clothes. You sit down. You get a table. You do get some cutlery that are probably better than the prison ones.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. There won't be plastic or wooden. Just a nice old, nice silverware. You know what I mean?
Nice silverware.
Well, I don't know about nice, but it'll be silverware, and it's probably going to be nice because it's a restaurant, and cutlery is nice in restaurants normally. Okay. But you go there. And like, it's not really a place for like people that have allergies and shit. You know, if you got a peanut allergy or something, I'm sorry, but
can't be a pussy coming to this restaurant. No pussies allowed.
Hey, no dietary requirements. Just like, you know what I mean. I feel like the world. Yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? Is
go on.
Fucking. It is
beautiful. Peaceful.
Not peaceful. It's sometimes peaceful. Accompanying. When you like try and like, not accompany. That's like when you take someone. When you're
with someone. Accommodating.
Thank you very much.
We connected in the brain.
Yes. I feel like the world is very accommodating to a very niche to the very niche parts of the population. You got vegans. I guess it's not as niche anymore as it used to be. You got your vegans. You got your, I don't know, fill in the gap. But for the general human that has No dietary requirements. No nothing. Just a simple go-getter.
Meat and 2 veg kind of guy.
Yeah. Eats meat, eats veg, not allergic to anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, basically me. So I'm just making a restaurant for myself, which I will eat at, and then, I don't know.
Just make it for your kind. You and your kind.
Me and my kind. And there's like, me and like 7 guys will go there, and we eat. There'll be a good bar, though. There'll be a good bar.
Okay.
Yeah. So
mad cocktails.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about mad cocktails.
A cocktail, a beer, water.
A few cocktails.
Okay.
I don't know.
One meal, but
obviously
a few
I'm
cocktails.
over exaggerating here, but I love restaurants where you go in and the menu, you don't have to turn. It's just one page, and you got your food, yeah, and you got your drinks. Maybe a separate drinks menu. That's fine, but it's just one thing. You don't have to fucking. All right. Yeah. You're scrolling over, and there's like 100 main dishes, and you're like, how is that even possible?
It's a lot. How are you cooking that?
Where do you have the space for that? Where are you keeping all the shit for all this food? You
get that a lot in Indian restaurants. I went to one the other day with my dad, and I looked through, and I shit you not, that they had like hot curries, medium curries, vegetarian, meat, fish, seafood, chicken. Obviously they don't have beef, but it was wild. And in each category there was about 10 different curries, and I'm thinking, have you just batched this up and you just get a little, them little Tupperwares, that takeaway Tupperwares out the freezer, stick it in the microwave, and you're like, here you go, mate, it's 24 quid.
There you go.
What?
There you go. You just need fucking Gordon Ramsay to go in there in the back. Do you know when you? I just
and call someone an idiot sandwich.
Yeah. Just. I remember him going to like one of them restaurants, and these lot had like enough pasta to feed like a small village for a week, and they were like, we cooked this morning for the dinner menu, and he literally brought out like enough Tupperware to like fill 3 times this table, and like deep just with like pre-cooked pasta. It's like, why do you pre-cook pasta? It takes fucking 2 seconds to
literally
cook. Anyway, whatever.
Nah, just make the effort, guys. We can't talk shit though, do you know what I mean?
Why not? We can talk shit.
Okay, then we will.
This podcast has absolutely no theme so far. I love it. Like what
was your intentions? What was your intentions?
My intentions
for this podcast.
For the podcast, my intentions have an outlet for my thoughts and my no, even to be honest, actually no, a bit of that. I just like speaking to people. You know what I mean? You get it's one of the best bits about being a human, if we get deep down to it. Just having a connection with someone else, chatting to them, sitting down, and just burping in each other's space.
Letting all the air out.
Yeah, of course that. An excuse to just sit down with my mates and chat for a bit. Have like, I don't know, just something that's mine. You know what I mean? Something that's mine. I care for it, I nurture it. All it matters is me turning up, and obviously the opposite, whoever's sitting on either. Ideally. Yeah. This is actually the 4th episode, but the first 3 never coming out because they were filmed a long time ago.
Damn! Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
First one was Rahman.
Good old Rahman.
Easy Capturers, and there was Mabdul, but
they'll be back.
They'll be back.
But
Hondo. One Hana.
Obviously, it's good though. Like, you've been talking about this for a while. I
mean, yeah, because the first one I filmed was like.
That was like 2018.
1919. It's 2019,
Mad.
And I've been talking about it before that. But I got to a point. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I got to a point where I I started feeling a bit like delusional about it. I don't know if delusional is the right word, but you know, I was saying I was going to do it for so long, and I wasn't doing it, and like, Tim, our other housemate, good mate, was telling me something about like sometimes, I'm having tangent thoughts. He was telling me something about like sometimes you get the satisfaction by just saying that you're gonna do something, and you don't end up doing it. And I felt like at a certain point I felt a bit delusional in terms of like I was saying I'm doing these things, right? And people are like, oh my god, yeah, amazing, and that almost filled the gap, and I guess in my psyche, where it's like, okay, yeah, people think you're doing things, so you don't actually have to do them. But that's not why I want to do it in the first place, anyway. So that's sort of some sort of weird psychological connection was going on there that I really didn't like. I didn't like at all. But now I'm doing it, so that's good, isn't it? Congratulations, Coco, you win. First time.
Prize.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, I had my tangent.
Why you started the podcast?
No, Tim. With the thingy-majiggies and the jiggy-majiggies.
That Tim said something about why you started the podcast, because you wanted to let your thoughts out. You like talking to people. Beep.
It doesn't matter. We'll come back to it.
Wow.
Do you, Ella Violetta?
Oh my god. Yes.
Have you had any paranormal experiences in your life?
No. Actually, well, I've had one.
Okay.
But it happened when I was really young, and now I've realised it actually just wasn't. It was just my friend getting into my head. So when I was younger, I had this friend. Her name was Brianna. I doubt she's ever going to hear this, but you never know. Brianna, if you're watching, you were a freaky lady. So she was American, and me and her were like besties. She was so into like paranormal, ghosts, goblins, spirits, and all of that. And she used to scare the shit out of me. Like when we were young, we must have been like 8 years old. I used to go to her house after school, and we used to watch horror movies. And there was this one movie that we watched called Valentine, which is just like a slasher movie, like a guy in a mask like goes around and like kills hot girls with big boobies. And there was like lots of nudity. Like we should not have been watching that. Hey, we've all been there. So she used to tell me these ghost stories. She said to me, Ella, I need to tell you that there's a ghost in my house. I was like, what do you mean there's a fucking ghost? And you're, what? And I'm picturing like a white sheet with two holes going, like, nah. So she said, Ella, I was in bed one night and I looked outside my room, and in the hallway I saw like a white figure. She had like long hair and like a white dress, and she was sweeping the hallway.
Oh my days.
And I was like, 8-year-old me was freaking out. That night we fall asleep in her room. What do I see outside? Fucking and I was like, it's real. But that was it. But
maybe it wasn't her. Maybe it was the real thing.
Maybe she was joking. She made it up, but then it became real for me. She invited the ghost into my world. She invited the ghost.
She got put on the guest list.
In it, and she came through with her chicks as well.
Came through.
Do you know what I mean? She got her VIP because she was next to the fucking room. Nah, that was insane. I believe in the spirit realm, definitely.
Okay, elaborate a bit.
I believe that when we die, we become a form of energy, and the loved ones can still feel us around. Not necessarily that we have an impact, but I think like there's some sort of connection when you die to the people that you love. There's some sort of connection, and you can still like contact each other through the spirit realm, through energy.
Mm-hmm.
Mad. I honestly think that's true, but I don't see it in like an evil way. I think it's like quite a lovely thing.
Yeah, I mean, okay, as in evil, as in like ghosts and whatever. It's more of a thing of just a connection.
Spirit, yeah. I don't believe in like.
Why just the people you love? Is it because love is stronger than hate?
Love rules all. I don't know. Yeah. It's the ghost inside me. Nah. I just think you feel the connection with a spirit of someone that you've had a connection with previously.
Just checking in it.
Is it too long?
No.
Right, guys, we're going to wrap this up.
Yeah, a quick one. No. No, I'll just check in, still recording.
Okay, good. What about you?
What about me? Is it all what?
Ghosts and ghouls.
What you asking me? Are you asking me about if I believe in the spiritual world or if I have any stories?
Both.
Don't know, innit? I've got a few stories, definitely. Like my favorite. It's actually not to do with me. It's my ex, my Greek ex. She was in. This one I lived back in Bournemouth, and we lived in this like big house, whatever. But it wasn't actually in my house. That house was kind of freaky because it was an ex care home, and people died there, and it was like a 19-bedroom fucking house, and all the like athletes lived there and shit. And anyway, whatever. But she had gone to like a sleepover with these like, you know, she was like making friends, like these English girls and whatever. And we was 18 or 19, and she'd gone to this house. When she turned up to the house and there's gates in it, she realized it's gates to a graveyard, and there's like a little like there's like a little community that lives in this graveyard. There's like maybe like 6 houses that are in the graveyard's like grounds, and I mean, the context to her, yeah, she hated Halloween because she thought she was like, we're like inviting these like demons into the world, and like she got freaked out by that shit big time. So she turned up to this house. She was like probably already well anti about the whole situation, but anyway, they're having fun in the house, whatever, chatting, you know, and the granddad in the house. So you know, I don't know, from its side, whatever. He was buried like 40 foot away from the house. Like,
yeah, fuck that,
like,
dude.
well close.
Fuck.
And they so the grandparent, not the parents were like, you know, chatting to the girls and whatever, and just the conversation of paranormal came up, and they start speaking. It's like, yeah, like, we genuinely have shit happen in the house that we can't explain. You know, like books falling over, steps running and shit that we just... I'm getting shivers right now. I can't lie. Anyway, so books falling over, sounds like thumping on the
This is like actual horror movie shit.
On the wall and shit. And the bit that freaked me out the most from that story, yeah, was while the parents were telling this stuff to the girls, the little brother, like the host's little brother, came in, but he must have been like quite a little, like maybe less than 10 in it, And as soon as he came into the room while they were speaking about this stuff, they stopped the conversation and the parents were like, "We can't talk about this," because apparently like he was really freaked out about shit like that because he heard some stuff in the house, and they were making an effort to just like make sure like that he doesn't think it's real because it freaked him the fuck out. So, fuck knows, innit? And also, like, they were meant to be camping in their garden that night, and there's no fence. The fence is just trees between them and the graveyard. So
they were trying to get murdered that night.
So she called me. She was like, "Coco, please pick me up."
She's smart.
Yeah,
she's smart.
So I had to go and pick her up, and that was that. And fuck knows.
If she would have stayed overnight in that graveyard, that's grounds for breaking up right there.
Yeah,
that's grounds
for
breaking up.
I was like, "Nah, mate."
You're putting your whole life at risk.
Yeah.
You're also putting your life at risk because if she gets haunted,
oh mate, yeah, she gets haunted, she'll haunt me, innit? Fuck.
Do you know what I mean?
But yeah, that was fucked. That was fucked because
nope. And ghosts prefer a male host than a female. You know, when like spirits enter people, ghosts take over people. They prefer to have a male host than a female.
Why do you know that? And why is that a thing?
It's a thing. So like in horror movies where no, but like generally like
in ghost literature, these are the facts.
3, 2, 1. No, it's a thing. It's actually a thing. In horror movies, but the facts from those horror movies are taken from ghost literature. You're joking, but it's true.
No, I guess so. Yeah, true. Like exorcisms and stuff.
Yeah. So apparently, like certain demons and whatever, I don't believe in it on this level. Like it kind of stops for me here, but ghosts and spirits and demons and stuff prefer to inhabit. They like live inside a male host. You know, like they take over but you become possessed because the devil is inside you, whatever.
Yeah.
They prefer a male host because obviously males are better than females in ways. Next topic.
Well,
yeah, that's a
well, also, do you think it was like if we want to go down that woke route?
Oh, here we go.
Not even woke route, but because there was no wokeness back in the day. But do you think it was like a thing of an explanation of male aggression, like
maybe,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like ghosts like want to possess men and stuff, and then like some guy like killed his wife and like his kids and then like shot. Well, I guess I don't know, sliced a couple people up with his sword or something. It's like, well, I'm really sorry, but fucking Benjamin the Third came into my body. And
I had no control. Mate.
I had no control, so
he was just a bit pissed off today. That's it.
Yeah.
But they used to do that even with women. Like, I mean, kind of shifting to witches here. But like back in the day, women who would, you know, act a little bit emotional or a bit crazy, if you want to quote unquote. Maybe like around the time of their period, or they were just like being emotional. They used to say that they used to like brand these women as like clinically insane, especially around the time of their period. They used to be like, cool, this woman is like acting irrational. She's nuts. Like she's fucking insane. And then it got to the point where like, women were being accused of being witches for like XYZ reason, usually because they were either having sex out of marriage or they were just a bit like different to the other women, so that they would accuse these women of being witches. And yeah, they used to like, do you know about how they used to find out if a woman was a real witch or not?
A real witch?
Or a man, yeah.
Nah.
So this was in America, like in Massachusetts. This was like a really big thing, and so they were going around accusing these women of being witches, and it was also it was like gossip as well, like, oh yeah, like, oh, she's definitely a witch, and then like word would spread and blah blah blah. Well, if they just didn't like someone, it was kind of like, so they used to accuse someone of being a witch, and the way they'd find out if they were really a witch or not, like the test, they would drown them in the lake. This was like a public event, you know, like public hangings were a thing.
Yeah.
This was a public event, so they would strap a woman to a chair, lower her, but on like a seesaw mechanism, into the water. If she drowns, no, what is it? If she drowns, she wasn't a real witch. What?
That's a bit of an ultimatum, innit? So you either die, or you we'll
die
kill
because
you,
you're
or
a witch.
we'll kill you when you come back to the surface.
If you survive, you're a witch. So you die, you get burned at the stake, or if you drown, turns out she wasn't real.
That's a good one gone.
Sorry, should we go for dinner, everyone? Yeah, drink at the pub. How fucked is that?
Do you know what? Sorry, I got this fucking snotty nose. No, there's nothing in there. I'm just touching that.
Do you want to blow it? I can take over here. Are you sure?
It's fine. It's not fine. Why have I got snot still like 2 weeks after I've been... Anyway, these colds been hitting England hard, man.
You've been ill, man.
I've been ill, but not for like 2 weeks now.
But like before this most recent one, you weren't ill for honestly like years.
Yeah, fuck knows when.
Like, hearing you with a blocked nose is actually quite
funny, innit?
Funny.
My name is
kind of makes me happy because it makes me know that you're actually not invincible.
I'm not invincible. The influenza's got me. What I actually was gonna say is this public hanging thing that you were talking about. Yeah, I listened to a podcast. I didn't listen to all of it because it was 7 hours long.
In one sitting? Or was it like a compilation?
Well, I didn't get to the end of it, so I don't know if it was in one sitting. Anyway, I forgot his name. His name was like Dan something. But anyway, he does like amazing history podcasts in it.
Okay.
Amazing. And this one was about... Well, the theme of it was a bit more general than this, but an event that he spoke about was this sort of public hanging, like a modern one. And we sort of, when we think of like public hangings and sort of like torture of people in front of other people, it's like we think of like something of the past type of thing, something like something that's happened a long time ago, and we get entertainment through other ways in today's society.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, like football and Netflix or whatever. Yeah,
Big mouth.
Big mouth. But in Paris, I think like late 19th century, so like 1800 something. Yeah, someone tried to kill the king, and he didn't kill the king. He got caught, and they made this insane event, like hundreds of thousands of people, where they organized like a whole day of entertainment, drinks, party, like a whole festival, and the whole thing was about like absolutely fucking this guy up, but like real bad,
like pulling fingernails off and shit.
So they had this like massive arena. I don't know exactly where they did it, but it was somewhere in Paris. This massive arena, and like real gory shit. Like each limb got attached to like a horse, and then they're whipping the horse, and they're like trying like, but obviously like, but the thing is, it's like our bodies are pretty fucking hard to like rip apart. So yeah, I think it got pretty nasty. Like they had to go and like cut a little bit and then try again.
But then they've got to like level it out, because if you've got,
you don't want to kill him straight away.
Oh, we've got to pull his teeth out at 2. Come on, like he's got to be alive for that.
Yeah, the AD, the production, the fucking production says,
first AD.
Guys, we need his hand needs to be his hand needs to be off by 12 p.m.
We need to burn it and feed the fingers to the people. 5 lucky people will get to chew on his cooked fingers.
But it was mad because like it's crazy that we sort of, because sometimes like you go past like a car crash or like something bad that's happening, you see ambulance, you always there's a sense of our human that just wants to like see something a bit
real.
A bit of real, a bit raw, yeah. And
it's completely normal. I think you're weird if you don't try and look. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it is. But yeah, obviously once it gets to the level of like entertainment and like
taking photos, I think like things like photos and videos and getting in the way. Like if there was an accident and then you decided to just waltz over there, that's a bit much. Like but driving past, fine.
Fuck, we're talking about photos and videos of gory shit.
Oh no.
I remember, when I was young, like 17 or something. Like when you're at school, I mean, like boys spread wild shit to each other, innit? Like, there was a website. What was it? Like all gore or like gory something. I can't remember. Something with the word gore in it. But it was basically news from around the world that don't make it into mainstream video because it's too fucked in it. So there was like horrific shit. I mean, like stuff that I still remember so vividly.
Can't unsee
like
that.
I remember watching like an ISIS video, that was filmed in like on, I don't know what they were filming, super slow-mo camera, a guy shooting someone in the head. It was, I can see it so vividly. It's weird.
That's as gory as it gets.
No, it was fucked. Let me get a bit more vivid, I'm sorry to the listeners.
You're going to have to put a trigger warning on this.
Trigger warning.
Yeah, 100.
It was mad. Like, this guy, it's crazy. He got shot in the head, and it was so slow motion, it like, you could see, so the bullet went inside his head.
In here?
In there, his eyes popped out.
Nah.
Yeah. It was so sad. But anyway, that whole website, they must still exist, like 100%. But there was some gnarly shit in there, like, and there's a weird human fascination with that stuff. You sort of just want to see. We kind of want to see all of it. You know what I mean? We want to see all of life.
I think, and sorry to generalize, I think that's more of a male thing.
No, yeah,
it's more of a male thing. My brother, he loves that. Whatever website you're talking about, he 100% knows about it, because I used to walk in on him watching stuff like that, and I was too scared to tell my mum, because I knew that he would get in so much trouble for worse than porn. I'm sure they would rather he was watching,
someone
let me not.
Just porn.
Yeah, just porn.
Just porn.
I was gonna describe, but there's no need.
Yeah, we all know what happens in porn.
Yeah,
stays in porn.
Do you know what I mean? Well, yeah. And I knew he would get in way more trouble for watching that. Even I was going to say the other day.
Okay, and even the other day, even the other day, mate. Okay.
It was not the other day. It was a few months ago when my brother was here. He lives in Israel, by the way, and he's in the army. He's in the Israeli army. So all of this kind of like gory stuff, he's seen it from young. Do you know what I mean? And the other day, I'm like, I think I was driving him somewhere. He was in the passenger seat. Stopped at a red light, and I can hear he's watching a video on WhatsApp. This was recently.
WhatsApp.
And I kind of like look over, not just just looking around,
Yeah.
responding to the noise, and I can still picture it. I may have looked at it for, I shit you not, like 0.5 seconds, and I saw so much. It was a shitty little like shack had been raided, and obviously they found someone that needed to die. I think it was some sort of army video. It did, because I think I saw camo somewhere, and they just let rip on this guy against the wall, and you see it in movies. There's something different about seeing it on a video
very different.
that is filmed on like a shitty Samsung. Like, that's why films like the Blair Witch Project and Paranormal Activity are so fucking scary, because it's so real. So seeing it filmed on a phone like that, it's like, that happened. How do you go to sleep at night after doing that to someone?
Well, that's why people get PTSD.
I guess it depends on who the person is. Like, you never know what they did.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, with those videos, like, it's all speculative, and you don't know that could have been a horrible person, could have been just a civilian. Who fucking knows? But regardless, there's a weird fascination with us, sort of, wanting to see that, but then I don't know. Definitely more male orientated genre of
watching.
I wouldn't call it entertainment, but
it is entertainment though, isn't it?
I don't even know what it is.
In a weird way.
I don't even know if it is entertainment. I don't even know what entertainment is anymore. But
what do you watch for entertainment these days?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, YouTube, yeah, defo.
What do you watch on YouTube? If I was to go on your YouTube right now, what would be like in your suggestions?
Wow,
we're burping a lot. It's the garlic, isn't it?
What would be my suggestions? ASMR, 100%.
Oh, hell yeah.
Love ASMR.
ASMR.
Been loving hearing tests recently. Love hearing tests.
Can you do a hearing test on this mic right now?
I'm not sure if I can. They're very good. They're very good. Right, so if you'd like to take a seat, sir, and we're gonna test your etc.
Oh, I was waiting for the
sorry.
Tingles.
But so ASMR 100%. Some guy that makes tables.
Love it. Wooden tables.
Yeah, wooden tables. They're actually amazing. Like wooden and epoxy massive tables. They're like he
They
makes
put resin in the middle.
not just like it's mad. He sells them for like $10,000 and shit. $15,000 is so sick. Couple of like camping. You know what I mean? People go camping shit. Food videos.
Cooking or eating?
Nah, not eating.
Or like
I don't like mukbangs.
It's very different.
Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, I mean, and also a couple weird ones. You know what I mean? Always not even weird as in like I wouldn't like to talk about it. Weird as in like fuck knows what's gonna pop up, because I watch a significant amount of YouTube, and that's just like my main form of entertainment. And there's the variety on YouTube, and it's pretty second to none. It's
so
it's the second biggest search engine after Google. Like
that's actually nuts.
Crazy, isn't it?
Wow.
Like more than like Bing and like all that shit. It's just yeah.
Who uses Bing?
Nah, people use Bing. Trust me, and
really?
Yahoo and shit. And
I don't allow that. No. Not on my watch.
But yeah, that stuff.
YouTube's wild, man. I think my For You page on YouTube, or like my suggestions page, because you've got the what?
No, For You page.
For You page is TikTok.
Yeah. That's what I said.
But like Instagram has
homepage.
Yeah, but it has suggestions on it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the suggestions that come up are way better than my subscriptions. Because
Same. 100%. Yeah, I don't go on my subscriptions.
because there's
Very rarely.
shit there.
Yeah.
I like Boiler Room. I follow Boiler Room. So like every now and then I'll go and watch on like colours and shit and all that. But my suggestions is always popping. It's fucking epic.
Yeah.
The algorithm wins again.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's weird. I don't really know at what point it really happened. It sort of went past me where I just started using the homepage. Subscription. I used to use subscription all the time,
like
innit?
Religiously, innit?
Yeah. Just subscription, and I'd love it. But now, yeah, there's just. I mean, the algorithm wins.
They just know. They know exactly. It's kind of brilliant. Because I love YouTube as well. It's like my main form of like visual entertainment. But if you were to go on my suggestions, it would be painting videos, like peaceful painting.
Nice.
Those really long, like 7-hour jazz with rain in the background. Love that shit. Cooking mukbangs. And there's this American Parisian girl, and she's American. She lives in Paris. She's an art student, and she makes these vlogs. I love vlogs. Like, she makes these vlogs of her life in Paris, and it's like the most picturesque thing. And then paired with that, she films herself like breaking down and crying and talking about her divorce. Like, she's honestly one of the like realist seeming people.
Realists.
Real, recognized, real. Like, she's epic. But the weirdest thing that I watch, there's two. I watch a lot of Korean people on YouTube.
Korean.
And there's two kinds. There's the stay-at-home girls who literally cook and eat and do nothing else, and they make like a beautiful vlog out of it. Or there's the girls that work at coffee shops and they film making
I know
the
the
drinks.
ones. Yeah, I've seen them.
I swear to God.
You watch a lot of them.
I love it. I love it. I don't know what it is. I know, like, so basically the cafe vlogs that they're called. These girls that they work in these coffee shops, like a Starbucks or whatever, they set their camera up in front of their like workstation, and they just make drinks in front of you, bubble teas mainly, and like matcha lattes and cappuccinos and stuff, and you just watch them make these drinks, and it is they put subtitles, like they put commentary, like, oh, and I went to go and watch this film this week. Oh, it was amazing. What do you guys think? Oh no, I spilled some ice. Oh no, and it's honestly like fucking crack to me. I love it, especially before bed. Really.
They're very common.
And it's ASMR as well.
It basically is. Yeah, 100%.
Like, even in the title, it says it.
Oh, it says it. Yeah.
I don't know whether they use a mic or something, but the sound of the ice going into that plastic cup. But these the other vlogs that I watch of these like stay-at-home girls, they all live in Korea. They're all pretty young. They must be like 20-ish. Some of them are studying at uni, and they live alone in Korea, and all they do is go to the shop, buy a shit ton of food, spend like hours cooking this meal, sit down, get their laptop out. They usually have a cat with them, and they just like eat, and they never show their face. That's one thing with Koreans, they never show their face in videos. It's wild. And yeah, like they wear aprons when they cook, and they put on these beautiful pajamas with like lace, and I'm thinking like, what life are you living? Like, this is so far removed from my reality.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and you're living in this 1-bedroom flat. How the fuck are you affording that?
We're different out there, innit? On YouTube, you make decent money.
Oh, mate. And they've all got like 3 million subscribers. It's insane. Who's your do you have like a favourite person on YouTube that you watch? Yeah,
it's called Let Me Know.
What's that?
Oh, he's so great. He's he makes documentaries in it. He maybe posts once or twice a year, but he makes these like unbelievable videos. They're so high quality. They're not filmed. They're mostly graphics.
Okay.
It's just super great content in it, and like all of it.
Sorry.
Normally, it's just mysteries. He loves mysteries. He'll just dive deep. He released a video about Jack the Ripper the other day. It's like an hour long, and he goes through the whole thing. It's mental.
Cool.
So interesting.
I like that.
Just like dives really deep, and like, yeah, I recommend it. Let me know. Yeah.
Let me know
Like
about
let me know. I think, but LEMMINO, something like that.
Let me know.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what it's called.
The long form content on YouTube. Like, how did we get so lucky to be able to view shit like that? There is such amazing long form content. There's this other someone, don't know who it is. Another someone, similar to this Let Me Know guy. And they make like deep dive hour and a half long videos into like murder cases. And like criminals who lie in their statements, and like they have all of the raw footage of the interviews, and it's like it's called the channel's called Psychological something.
I know the one.
And
it's so good.
It is, I shit you not, one of the videos has popped up on everyone's page, because it was going, I saw it on Reddit a couple weeks ago. Like, is everyone being recommended this video of this guy who like lies? He's like a serial killer, but he like lies about it. And if I showed you the thumbnail,
I know the one where he's pretending to be crazy.
So something like that.
I know the
like,
one.
He faked being crazy.
Yeah, he fakes being crazy. Like he'll be crazy while they're there, and as soon as they leave, he'll just like.
That's a bit dumb of him though, because he knows it's being recorded.
Yeah, that was fascinating. That was really fascinating. I watched that. Yeah.
It was on
human behavior's
everyone's
fucking
page.
weird like that.
Yes, wild man.
I want to ask you about going back to. It's not even going back to the spiritual realm, but sort of in the. You I guess essentially, I don't really not necessarily like those things, but you have a certain more connection to those less mainstream views of I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but what I was going to say is back in the day when you used to get I won't say names, but treatments for your therapy, and when you used to get the pills in that.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah. What I was gonna say is that whole pill thing, and I was always still very skeptical of it.
Pill as in the contraceptive pill? Or like
no, not as in the contraceptive pill. Do you know when she used to do the she would get like a pill, and then she'll like press down your body.
She was a kinesiologist.
We'll say that again.
Kinesiologist. So she studies kinesiology.
What is that?
So kinesiology, don't quote me on it, but kinesiology is the study of how the mind, emotions, and the physical body are all connected. So a lot of Chinese medicine comes into it. Pressure points, like how the spleen is connected to the left cheek. So if you've got rosacea on your left cheek, it means something's wrong with your spleen, type of thing. Or if you've been like really stressed, you'll have stomach issues. And sometimes you'll have stomach issues. You'll notice the stomach issues, but you won't realize that you're actually really stressed. And then by addressing the thing that you can physically feel, you fix that. So it's your body's way of physically telling you, hello, like there's something going on. And it goes back to like childhood traumas as well. Why some people have like a certain limp, or they have like a certain pain that they like can't get rid of, or they're not healing from certain like physical ailments. And yeah, and so much of it comes from trauma. It's insane, dude. Illnesses as well, addictions, like the whole thing. So it's really about how the emotional body affects the physical body.
The physical body.
It's nuts.
I mean, there's definitely a 100% connection. Yeah, there's a 100% connection in terms of like, you know, when you're stressed and stuff, you're more susceptible to illness. I mean, me, you know, like literally, like I worked so hard for so long, and then just like
it hit you.
Yeah, it hit me, man, and it got 100. Ill. It happens. Freaked me out. I thought it was like a cat or something. Oh my days!
I just stretched my leg out.
100%. Like the connection there is very real. And that's not what I was skeptical of. What I was skeptical of is the whole getting pills.
The pill thing.
Yeah, and pressing it into the elbows and shit. Yeah.
So
please explain.
I'll explain. We may have to pull some stuff up on Google.
Google.
But basically, she used to test my physical response to certain things that she would do to my body. So I used to lie flat on my back, and she would, for those that like aren't seeing the video right now, I'd lie flat on my back, and she would lift my arm up, so like my tricep was like still on the bed, but it's just like my forearm would be lifted up, and then she would like say certain things or like certain numbers. Like, for example, we were going into like some childhood trauma of mine, and she said, you know, I'm sensing that like something happened with your dad when you were younger that involved someone with the letter M, because when she got to the letter M, when she was testing the strength, she used to like try and push my hand down. If my hand was strong, because she said like push back on my hand. When I try and push it down, push back. And when I would push back and it would stay up, it means like it's all good. But when it would go down, that was the signal for her that okay, there's something going on there. And she knew things about me through doing stuff like that. It's called body talk. That's the term for it, body talk, because it's like body is talking to you, literally. She knew some shit about me, which is crazy, down to the letter of people's names. And like, I fucking believe it. I did it for years and years and years. I fucking believe it. So she would like test my physical response, and then if certain things needed to be healed, she would hold certain pressure points. So yoga also comes into it, because you've got these things called mudras, which are different hand gestures. Tongue gestures, so you put your tongue on a different part of the roof of your mouth, mixed with a hand signal, a mudra, and then sometimes you will like squeeze your perineum, which is aka your pelvic floor. It's the bit between like your butthole and like your ballsack, basically, or your vagina hole. And you would squeeze that, and all of these things added together, kind of, it's like locking in puzzle pieces for us to get certain information. This is like ancient techniques. So this is why I say like kinesiology is such a huge mixture of things, because holistic medicine as well, it all comes into kinesiology. So it's like any alternative therapy is kinesiology, basically. But I also think that my particular kinesiologist was very into extra alternative therapy. So I'm generalizing here. But one of the things she used to do is nutrition and supplements. It's important that you're getting the right nutrition. It's important you're getting the right supplements. You need enough vitamin D, you need enough zinc, enough magnesium. Some people are deficient in these things, and so because I was dealing with so much emotional trauma, she wanted to balance out my hormones, because my hormones were apparently all over the fucking place. My hormones were all over the place. My
And how did she measure that?
She had these really weird machines where I would hold 2 metal rods that were connected to this machine, and it would measure the level of neurotransmitters. It would measure something in my gallbladder. It was fucking mental. Honestly, and I can't go into specifics because I actually just don't know that level of it. All I know is that whatever she did, it did me fucking good. Whether it was placebo or not, I don't know, but she figured out that I needed magnesium, I needed this, and then she used to give me this thing called GABA because I used to have anxiety as a kid. So she gave me this thing called GABA, which is and I don't know the medical term for it, but it was like a pill, like a powder, and it basically helps the neurotransmitters in your brain fire messages better. And there's a word for it. Can you Google it actually? Can you go on Google and just put GABA?
GABA.
Yeah, because I really want to know.
GABA neurotransmitter.
Yeah. What does it say, boy?
GABA, or gamma aminobutyric acid, is a naturally occurring amino acid that works as a neurotransmitter in your brain. Neurotransmitters function as chemical messages. GABA is considered I can read this out, but I don't know what any of it means. So that's... Anyway, it's just an amino acid. An amino acid that functions as a neurotransmitter.
Fine. That's also as much as I understand of it. So she gave me that, and she was like, this is going to help with your stress when you feel like your brain's getting foggy, because stress can make you feel fogged. And I was studying for my GCSEs at this point. I was, under quite a lot of stress and family stress as well, whatever. She said, when you're feeling anxious, take this. It's going to help you focus, right? I thought it was some sort of Coke. I was like, cool, whatever it is, I'll take it. But it really fucking helped, dude. It really fucking helped. And I was nervous because I thought it was medication. And then she was like, no, it's an amino acid. And I was like, okay, cool. Obviously put my whole trust in her. But yeah, she there was lots of pressure points involved and healing. Have you ever seen people who have healing qualities, and they can just hold their hands over your head? You feel of vibration coming into your head. It's fucking wonderful. But I really do believe that there are certain people put on this planet to do stuff like that. That's why I believe in spirits and shit, because I believe that Liz was born to be a healer. 100%. Because the things that she did to me were just out of this world. As a young traumatized girl, apart from the fact that she was a health practitioner or whatever, she became a second mum to me, and a therapist, psychologist. She became this whole massive package for me. So yeah, she is she's something special.
Yeah, no, she's cool. I met her as well, so she's... Yeah,
Coco knows. She likes you as well.
Yes, she's cool. She's cool. Look, I've told you this before. All of that stuff... I'm always skeptical of that stuff, innit? But what I'm not skeptical of is people just putting in effort to heal themselves in one way or another. And I think if you can make yourself believe that you're gonna get better, or if you can get someone else to do that for you, just to like put that thought in you that you're going to get better. And in the meantime, also, like, like you said, like magnesium, vitamin D, zinc, stuff that generally is good for you. I don't know, if I know what GABA is, but, stuff like that, 100%, I think, the placebo effect is just, so strong. Just the idea of positive thought and like
it's brilliant, dude.
If you can sort of turn that anxiety and whatever, and have if someone gives you a bit of a different outlook on life and different things to focus on, it can make a world of a difference.
But also just like having someone to listen to you and like but really listen to you. Like, she was one of the first people to like really listen to me and listen to my problems, and to make me realise that actually like the shit I was going through was not normal. Like the family trauma that I went through and was continuously going through, and I'm still going through actually, even though things are, thank God, much in the best place they've ever been, to be honest with you, in my life, which is kind of wild to say. But like the amount that she helped me was just immense. And I agree with you about like the obvious things that could have helped me helped, like they did. But again, like all this alternative medicine, it's the kind of thing where you have to just experience it. Be skeptical, 100%.
Yeah.
But until you go and you do it, it's a different story, man. Like, you can feel fishy about it all you want. Go and try it and then come back. Because honestly, like, it's wild. It's wild, the stuff that she does. But also, like, the thing, all kind of like help and therapy and stuff has its fishy side. Because I've been seeing a new therapist who's like an actual licensed therapist.
Yeah.
I stopped seeing Liz because me and her got way too close.
There's a certain point where it becomes, I can see how that can become a problem.
She became family, and she knew my whole family.
Yeah.
She's dating my uncle now. That's how close we got.
That's hilarious.
But I'm seeing a new therapist now, even though I'm kind of I want to stop, but the time that you want to stop usually means there's something that you're not dealing with, and I know there's something I'm not dealing with, and it's my dad, like fucking shit kicked off today. You saw that. So all of these things are happening that are making me think, do a little bit more. There's more. There's always work to be done. But while I'm in the process, I've been doing therapy for a year now. While I'm in the process of being like a little open book, I can feel myself closing up and not wanting to speak to her. I just need to like jump back in and be like, hey, let's just reopen that real quick.
Yeah.
Because it's, and even with that, sometimes like she'll say things to me that sound very therapist-y. Oh, you were just a child. You were just a child and you were abandoned. And your father left you all alone. And now you're an adult. And all you want is to be loved. And obviously that shit makes you cry because it's fucking true. But It's manipulative. It is. And I understand she's licensed. She's very fucking good at what she does. I will say that. I've been seeing her for a year, and I do love my therapist a lot. But there are times where she's manipulative in that way and does her therapist tricks on me. They work because when someone says something like that to you in that kind of voice, it makes you break down. It makes you open.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And I need that shit.
Yeah, and I mean, there's good reason for them, I guess. Like,
Sorry, I just farted. Oh, the chili's really...
The chili's going through.
So sorry.
So okay.
I'm glad the window's open.
It's not.
Oh.
That's right. It will spread in the room equally.
It's going to be a hatback.
Hatbacks.
What about you, though? What's your opinion on therapy? Like, would you ever do it?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. But, I haven't really experienced any real like big trauma. I think everyone's experienced like small traumas. Everyone goes through adversity in life in one way or another. But it would be nice. Definitely would be nice to speak to a therapist. Just like have a neutral person that you can just get into. Just get to listen to you, because there's a certain level of like ego that's always there whenever you speak to even your closest ones. Even to you, like when we speak a lot to each other about a lot of shit, but sometimes you do want to speak to someone that's has no connection in your life. It would be nice. It would be nice to try. Therapy, I think, very, very good. Mostly, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's like any business, there's dodgy parts to it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Always.
There's like anything in this world. There's the dodgy side to it. But that's why you gotta stay self-aware on these things, because
stay woke, man.
Because you can fall down some rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Fucking, you remember Alex ex
lol
girlfriend? No, I don't even know if I can call her girlfriend, but just to go.
No, my
God damn.
Yeah,
She got weird there.
I wanna talk to him about that. I haven't seen Alex in a while.
I'll get him on here soon. To be fair, he'll be I'll get him on.
Oh, I can't. I would listen to that.
I might even get him on tomorrow, to be honest. I'll see what he's saying. Yeah. Alex.
What a good little nugget. What's in your notebook? I've been looking at that.
Not much, actually. I took this as a thing to write down if any thoughts popped into my head, so I don't forget. Like while we're talking, but there's literally nothing. Like this is actually Tim's thing.
Okay, what does that say?
What? Tap?
No. On the page.
Paranormal and Origins.
What's Origins?
Well,
about?
Origins was I was going to ask you about, because you're it would be really interesting to see you do one of them like ancestral DNA things.
Oh, don't even start, because I will literally buy one tonight.
yeah, like you have because your family's fucking all over the place.
So spread out.
It's mad. I mean, your on your mum's side is a bit less complicated.
Yeah, my mum.
The Welsh side.
Yeah, my mum's side is just Welsh. But my great grandparents on my mum's side, they were Turkish.
So less.
Do you know what I mean? So,
Mashallah.
I was looking up the difference from mashallah, inshallah, and
yeah, inshallah is like I hope so.
Forward
I hope
thinking.
So, yeah. Forward thinking, yeah. Like Hopefully, like hopefully,
Hopefully it goes. Yeah.
yeah, hopefully it goes well. Type thing.
Mashallah
Yeah, it's
is.
just, mashallah, like can mean a million things, really, innit?
But what's the other one?
Inshallah, mashallah, and I don't know.
Thank God.
Thank God. I do not know. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, that's gonna.
Oh gosh, and yeah, go on, and then the rest of the fam also.
So just type in inshallah, mashallah, and then
Yeah,
the third
I
one
was
will come
gonna
up.
say yeah.
It's gonna wind me up. I can't wait. Because in Hebrew it's Baruch Hashem. Thank God. Something Allah, man. Hey, someone's listening to...
Mashallah.
Mashallah. Inshallah.
Whatever. Okay.
Nah, it's not whatever.
Aish-
Thank you
Inshallah.
in Arabic.
Inshallah. Subhanallah. Alhamdulillah. Allah.
Show me. Please, please, please. I think I've got... No, man.
A little break. Sorry.
Inshallah, mashallah. Bismillah. That's it.
Bismillah. What the hell is that?
Bismillah. Bismillah is like in the name of God.
In the name of God.
Yeah, it was Bismillah.
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 I haven't heard that one.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry. So yeah, the rest of the fam. So my dad is Israeli. His grandparents are South American. Their grandparents were Spanish. Their grandparents were Russian. Grandparents, sorry. Their parents. Yeah, you're right.
Fucking go back to like fucking 1500s.
They're great.
Yeah.
Their parents were from Turkey.
Fucking hell, your family didn't sit around and one sitting there.
Every generation my family moved because they were chased out of the country because they were Jews. Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it? Because we live in a world now, yeah, where people talk about anti-Semitism and whatever, but really, it's being a Jew in today's society. It's pretty calm. You can live in most places. It's not, but back in the day, it was a different story, man. It was not the case at all.
Yeah, it's my great, or maybe even four greats grandparents. They were from Ukraine. So my name, Rybak, which means fisherman in Ukrainian and Polish, I learned the other day.
And in most Slavic languages.
Yeah. Means fisherman. That's my surname. And I fucking hate it, but we love it.
Yeah, let's go.
So they were... they had to flee Ukraine because they were Jews. I can't remember the exact story. I've been meaning to sit down with my dad and write it down because Neil, my uncle, he is strict that all the children know the story.
Yeah.
Which is
it's good.
Really lovely.
Yeah, it's really good.
But now it's my turn to put the effort in because I'm 26 now. Yeah. It's my turn to put the effort. So yeah, they moved around a lot, but Jews. The same way that people of colour receive so much hate every single day, even today. It was way worse back in the day, obviously. It's the same for Jews. In a slightly different way. Oh yeah, of course.
There's nuances and
very
within.
We're not so discriminated against compared to people of colour, but people are so anti-Semitic. It's a joke. I don't personally get offended by it, because even though I'm a Jew, I'm quite removed from the religion. I'm not a Zionist. I'm not pro-Israel, so I'm not connected. Don't feel connected to it in that way. But yeah, like even today, for example, it was in the news that the students at Oxford University, the Jewish students at Oxford University, had an uprising protest the other day because they received like a donation from like a Nazi, basically, like a neo-Nazi. Apparently he's really old. And he's an anti-Semite, and apparently he's a neo-Nazi or something.
But they received a donation from him.
Yeah, like, so people fund universities. Do you know what I mean? Like rich people.
Yeah. So
he gave Oxford University £6.3 million.
Well, I'm confused. I'm so confused. He gave Oxford this money.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And the Jewish students at Oxford had a fucking protest about it, because they were like, we don't want to study in a place that has been supported and funded by anti-Semites. They just felt really fucking weird about it. And I get it, money's money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But then it goes down to the principle of like, okay, cool, like do I feel comfortable being in a place that is made possible by this guy who's literally who hates me and my kind and my family. So they just had this huge uprising about it. So my dad and my stepmom were telling me about that today.
That's interesting. No, yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about that story, but shit like that is just gets confusing, innit?
It does, yeah.
It gets confusing because, I mean, you're studying in the university, I guess. So I guess that's all that matters. You're there and you're being funded. But at the same time, because I guess like when funding like that happens, it needs to be it needs to be regulated in terms of because people fund these universities and people give money, like who do they have to answer to? You know what I mean? It's kind of like investors. It's like when there's big companies and the CEOs have to keep the investors happy.
Yeah, like they have to show them like proof of and keep them in the loop of things.
Well, not even just in the loop, but just then you need to make sure they're making the money. But maybe, who knows, maybe this new Nazi just feels fucking awful about what his the last generation done. He was like,
well, no, but I don't think he would have donated because he knew Jews were there. I think he just donated because it's like it's fucking Oxford University and I'm rich. Here you go.
I'm sure there's more to it. There's always more to it.
Oh yeah, but one thing you can take away from it is like comes down to the principle of when do your morals as a person go out the window? Like when do you pick and choose when to be like offended by something? Do you know what I mean? Because I'm sure there's plenty of students at Oxford, Jewish students, who don't give a fuck. Same with like any other scenario. Do you know what I mean? So it only takes like a small group of people to all kind of agree and jump on a bandwagon for like an uprising to start.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, when do you put your morals in front of everything else? Like,
I mean, I don't know anything about that story, but it's I don't know why. I mean, I'm finding it hard to understand why they would be angry that they're receiving money
But like I said, it's I mean, I think we need to. I don't think we need to know much about the story.
Yeah, there needs to be a lot more research into that one because.
Well, but I don't think we need that right now. I think all we need is just like, let's just imagine it's a made up story.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's just take it for what it is. The headline that like anti-Semite man who's like known for being an anti-Semite.
Yeah.
Donates money to Oxford University, £6.3 million.
Mm-hmm.
Jewish students uprise because they don't feel comfortable. That's what that was literally the top line of the thing that I read. I haven't read into it, but you know, we're not spitting facts on that. But like, when I don't know, like when do you choose when to pick your battles? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are they gonna do? Give it back? It's wild.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, anyway, whatever. That one there, that can just
fine.
Yeah, it's just
Coco doesn't want to talk about the real problems.
No, it's not. It's not even that one that I do. It's just that one there in particular. There's got to be a bit more context about this guy in it.
Yeah.
And also, again, even if he's a terrible man, it doesn't make him any more less or more horrible. The fact that he's given money to this college.
Yeah, like, can that not be separated? I don't know. You can. This story. Bearing in mind, yes, we have just been reciting the headline, so don't read us if we got shit wrong. But this actually can be spread also onto other celebrities. For example, other celebrities like R. Kelly, for example, and people who stopped listening to his music. It's like, cool, he did these really bad things. I don't want to be funding him and his career anymore, so I'm going to stop listening to his music because of my morals. You know? Like, I feel weird listening to his music knowing what he's done. I don't feel comfortable knowing that my money is going to this guy who's done
he's pissing on 14-year-old girls.
Nuts. Honestly nuts.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But it's
a deep, that's a deep hole.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what she said.
With R. Kelly, it makes a lot more sense, definitely, because then you're funding him. But then with Oxford, he's funding. It's the other way around.
Yeah.
It's like if R. Kelly gave $6 million to some charity, and the charity's like, no charity's gonna say no, will they?
Oh, that's happened before. But I won't go into it because I can't remember who or what. But I do know that that's happened before.
I mean, yeah, but
when money's been rejected. No, I forgot. It was someone famous tried to donate money to like some sort of charity, and they like publicly denied it because of who he was. I have a feeling it may have been Kevin Spacey or something like that, but
I don't know.
It's wild.
Whatever.
It's fucking wild.
Do you like the setup? It's nice, isn't it? So these are pretty mics, you know. Like I
can't really. What? It's crazy how when you move away, you hear so much less.
Yeah. It's crazy.
If we're talking to each other's mics, will we hear each other? Because I can't hear me in my headphones.
You can't hear yourself?
No, I only hear you.
Well, you hear yourself in the other ear.
My other is blocked, though. I can't. That.
Yeah, speak.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this whole time.
How have I only just... That's nuts. This whole time I had no idea. Well, I only had no idea. Shouldn't have told me that.
Well, anyway, I think we're getting a bit off topic, which is making me think that I'm going to wrap this one up.
Might be time for bed.
Yeah, it's kind of late. It's a Sunday evening.
Yeah, we started this one a bit late still.
That's fine. That's a nice, easy one to start off with. Nothing in particular, just a nice little convo to start things off.
I keep yawning.
Yes. Okay, thank you for being the first guest.
It's alright.
I'm sure we'll be sat here a few more times. I'm not doing anything. I did nice.
I thought we were gonna spud after. Forget
Spud.
it.
We can do the this one, like this one. Nice.
That was a juicy click.